Bit more than because I'm hoping this thing works right now. I'm trying. Just having technical difficulties at this present time. One of the things that I've been noticing that's got me riled up right now is the loyalty. Where y'all stand in loyalty? This is something that's been distilled in this community since the beginning. It's been distilled from everyone since the beginning of this creation of our brotherhood. There's a few codes that we stand by: trust, honor, loyalty, respect. Those four things, not probably missing a couple of them, but if I am missing something, please, y'all, write down the comment down below. Let me know if there's something else I'm missing. But like I said, it really chaps my hide to see. Thank you, sweet. Morning, on. I'm slowly figuring this technology thing out, but it's a little bit slow going. Goes to show you that I haven't been doing live for a while, but one of the things, like I said, one of the things that gets my hide going is the fact that you see there is no loyalty in our community whatsoever anymore. You don't see the brotherhood anymore like you used to. When I came into this scene, one thing that's always been distilled in my head: loyalty, trust, honor, respect. I said there's probably a few more, but my head just don't remember them all. But last little while now, last couple of years, I've seen more falling away, if you will. I see more people sitting there only loyal to themselves. One of the biggest things that happened when I grew up in this scene, if you showed that you weren't trusted and you disrespected our community, you got your eyes dotted real quick. You got your ass knocked out. Learning lesson. The amount of disloyalty, disrespect lies, games, everything else that is in this community is outstanding. With the amount of bull crap that I've been seeing, I just cannot stand to be silent no more. Someone's got to stand up and say this. And the funny thing is that you hear these little bitches sit there talk about live stream, how great it is to see the loyalty, stuff like that. You know, they talk about the code, the biker code, you know, loyalty, trust, respect, and all that other crap. There's none. There is none whatsoever. Fucking ever. Hey, Grizz, how you doing, brother? I see everybody sit there and say, hey, we got your back. You know, we all live by the code and all this other shit. Right. Right. You know, the only thing that I see that they are loyal to is their pocketbook. One of the codes that we live by is your word. Everybody on this planet knows that if you ain't as good as your word is, if your word ain't shit, you ain't nothing. You don't have a pot to piss in, a window to throw it out of. And in the back of the community, everybody knows your word is your bond. I've seen people sit there and say, oh, yeah, we got this, we got that, we got this. And not a fucking thing to back their ass up. They change themselves more times than we change our underbritches. There's no consistency except for one thing. They're consistently changing themselves. They walk on pretentious shoes. They sit there and they tell you straight to your face the loyalty, the code of honor, the code of respect, the code of trust, code of your word. Without any trust, I won't have anything to do with you. And you know what? I'm very, very pissed off about this. Because everybody that sits there and discusses this BS about, oh, you got to be loyal, da, 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 you know, I got loyalty, da, 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 you know, there's loyalty, da, da, da. Where? You start showing me that you're loyal, then I'll believe you. Right now, you're trying to fill us with your word. But instead of using a bull, you're using a fucking strainer. Everything that you're saying is running out, spilling all over everything. It ain't a thing. There's been a lot of shit going on lately that's just got me riled up. I was quiet a little bit. It really, really got me. Loyalty. Where's the loyalty? Where do y'all stand with this? Where do y'all stand with this loyalty, disrespect, and everything else that's going on in this freaking crap hole? I'm not saying our black community's a crap hole. By no means whatsoever. I think one thing needs to happen. I'm really thinking one thing needs to happen again. Back in my day when I grew up in this community, this lifestyle, this family, if you didn't keep your word, out the door you went. If you disrespected our community, you got your eyes dotted. You got your ass knocked out. You got put in your place and you learned very quickly. Now, last couple of years, there's none of that back. Everybody's afraid to sit there and stand up for our lifestyle. Everybody's afraid to stand for our family. When you join into this community, when you join into this family, you're not in it as yourself anymore. You're in a community that's bigger and better than y'all ever thought. To sit here and play this BS, you lie to everybody. You sit there and you say, oh, yeah, loyalty this, loyalty that, and then you discuss loyalty to everybody on your created panels, whatever social media you little fuckers have. And then once those cameras are off, you are total opposite. When you think there's no one watching your happy ass, that's when you're being watched the most. Because if you don't walk with integrity, then you're nothing. Because integrity is another code that we live by. Because it all aligns with everything else. If we don't trust you, we don't have nothing to do with you. We need this back. We need to bring back loyalty in the biker community. We need to bring back old school values. We need to instill this in people more. Because right now, the way things are running, our community's running downhill. That don't sit right with me. To be a biker means a family that we can actually call our own. Most of us get into the biker community because we come from a mismatched, dysfunctional, broken family. We get into that biker community because there's something in it that just draws our hearts, that sits there and brings us to a whole new level. What's y'all's thoughts? What's y'all's thoughts about what y'all see? Is there something that I'm missing here, or what? Do please tell me in the comments below. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. If you're old here, welcome to the family again. um, those that are new here know, well, we'll find out that I'm blunt, I'm straightforward, I'm to the point. I sugarcoat nothing because I am not Willy Wonka. I'm not afraid to speak what's on my mind. I'm not afraid to speak what's going on in this biker community. Because this has been my passion, this has been my love, this has been my loyalty since the early 70s. I was in it when it meant something. Back in the day, man, when we heard the bikers run through, man, we loved it. We loved it. Every little kid sit there and says, man, I'd love to be a biker. I would love to be a biker. I want to be a biker. That is so cool. Because everybody knew where they stood. Now, not so much. Now, not so much. Pardon me. I don't understand this dishonesty, the lack of loyalty, the lack of familyhood. It just don't sit right with me whatsoever. Everybody seems to be out for their pocketbook. Don't get me wrong. Lying in your pocket's a good thing, unless you step on the brother to get it. Or if you step on the feet of several brothers to line your pocket without a care in the world. That will get you dropped real quick. That will get you dropped real quick. If you're in it just for your pocketbook, just for entertainment, give your bike away to someone who's going to respect it, that's going to ride it with honor, pride. Take your cut. If you got one, give it to a real biker. Someone that knows what that means. Someone that's going to be loyal to those cuts. Go to your old lady. Take your balls off your earrings. Hand them to her. Go in your dark basement. Cry like a little baby. Because this community, this family is not made to screw each other over. You've got to have loyalty as a whole family, not a whole. You need to stand up. Fly right. Loyalty means everything because that also entails keeping your word. Something that is talked about but seldomly used in this biker community. Now, don't get me wrong. There are several that are old school like I am. There's still people out there that still holds to the traditional old school values. But now there's more pansies in this place. They're dirtying our waters. They're poisoning our food. And that don't sit right with me. I don't have a problem calling a person out if they screwing up, if they're hurting our community. And I guarantee you one thing is coming. I'm buying my time because there's still some things that are in play. And if things are going the way things look like they're going to, yeah, it's going to get hit. It's going to get hit hard. I will protect my family. I will protect those that I love. I know what loyalty is. Too bad a lot don't. They have pigs entertaining themselves in our biker community. They want to be like us. We are the epitome of freedom. We are the epitome of happiness. We are the epitome of what family really means. We are the best. When we go out there on our twos, we ride around. Our smile is freaking huge. All the stress from the BS, from the days, the works, the family BS, the drama, everything else, it goes away like water on a duck's back. Why would you want to dirty that? Can you answer me that? Why would anyone want to destroy the greatest thing ever created? Being a biker has brought out so many different artists, different walks of life. You got fabricators building some of the greatest motorcycles ever built. You got artists that's putting their talents on those tanks, on all that tin. Or skin, depending on what you want to call it, depending on what demographic you are. Still same thing. But with it, also has brought out some leeches. Leeches are very dangerous. They will suck you dry until there's nothing to suck out. DC's full of them. We don't need more leeches. We need to stand up. Us graybeards, we need to start teaching these younger generation our code. Why we have the codes of honors, respect, loyalty, trust. And like I said, there's a few others that I'm probably missing, but if I am missing something, please write it down in the comment below. It bothers the hell out of me seeing loyalty being broken in our community. And I'm not one to sit there and either go, oh, no. I'm one to sit there and I will get toe to toe with you. I will box your ears. just to prove a point. You learn right. Depending on who you are, if I knock your ass out, I'll sit there and I'll get up. I'll help you up. I'll buy you a beer. We'll sit down, shoot some breeze. But there's a couple of them. Yep. So right there, sweets. Like I said, there's things that needs to be coming back. Us old school bikers need to stand up. We need to sit here and start taking our family back. Because the freaking cops, the Leos, the Fuzz, the pigs, the men are laughing at us. Media, something that we've never trusted because we always knew where they stood on us. They're only loyal out for their pockets. They're only out to sell their newspapers. They're only out to sell their magazines. They don't care two shits about us. They don't care whatsoever about us. They never have. Why do you think that song Dirty Laundry came out for? Everybody loves dirty laundry because it sells. It sells. One of the greatest groups that I've ever met, one of my greatest friends in the world, Dave Mustaine, Megadeth, wrote a song. Peace sells, but who's buying? Peace sells, but who's buying? Really? That is another thing that goes along with dirty laundry. As long as the government thinks they have a foothold in our community, and every time we sit there and we allow pigs to get into our community, we're destroying ourselves. We are destroying ourselves from within. And that don't sit right with me. So if you're not loyal to our biker community, give your bike to somebody who else will take care of that ride. That will take that scoot off and will sit there and enjoy it. Your cut, if you have a cut, give it to a different person. Hand it over to somebody else that's loyal to that cut. That's earned that cut. That's worked blood to the bone cut. And totally walk away. Don't even pick up a toy motorcycle whatsoever because you don't have that right. Loyalty. Loyalty. Loyalty is one of the easiest things to have. Trust. Easiest thing in the world to keep. That's also one of the easiest ones to break. And one of the hardest things to get back. There's a few people that I thought I could trust. I sat back, watched them. There's a couple of people right now that I'm sitting there, I'm looking at, it's like, okay, what's going on? It seems like we're failing somewhere in our family. We're failing somewhere. I'm not quite sure what happened. I think it was more of the almighty dollar. The almighty dollar sits there and changes people's minds. You could give me $1 million right now to turn on my brotherhood, to turn on the bikers team, to walk away from the family. I'll take your money, but you get hurt. I'm not walking away from my family. My family means more to me than anything else. Being in the biker community has been the greatest saving in my life. When everyone else failed, the bikers never have. I grew up when bikers said, hey, I'll be there. I've got your back. Not only showed me, they were there. They said something, it happened. They said going on a run. Guess what? We weren't on a run. They said, we're here to protect you. They protected me. Nowadays, you don't see that very much. Now, granted, like I said, there are a lot of old school bikers like us that still hold to those core values. We need to continue showing these young riders that. We need to bring back that community. We need to sit here and bring back our way of life. Instead of having all these fuzz little piggies running around in our scene trying to act like us. They break the law. Leos break the law. But yet when they get caught, they go, oh, I'm detective, whatever, I'm sergeant, whatever, I'm captain, whatever police department, whatever other services they are. They get a free pass. They say, oh, it's only these people here, they're doing this, Yeah, little fucker. Just the night before, you're snorting lines off of Bambi and sitting there playing tiddlywinks with half the strippers in Kentucky. You're sitting there brandishing firearms after firearms, acting big and bad, and you get nailed. All of a sudden, here comes this badge. Here comes the law. Again, why would anybody have that crap in their community? Back in my day, Leo's never done that. They knew where they stood. We know where we stood. We never intermingled in amongst each other. We never crossed that path. I'm disappointed on the way things are going. Because, like I said, there's no loyalty anymore except for out for themselves. That's not what family means to me. This family right here that we got on our page, any one of them little fuckers needs something from me. I've got their back, and they know it. Anytime, day or night, they need someone to hook me up, call me, say to go, hey, I need you. I'm there. Despite what I face, despite the hell that I face every day, I make sure they know I check up on them. They know that I sit there and I make sure I'm thinking about them. I make sure they know I've got their back when needed. Too bad. It's a dying breed. Too bad. Old school values. Too bad our community, our lifestyle is getting ripped apart. Ripped apart by lack of infrastructure, lack of loyalty, lack of trust. That hurts. Hurts my heart seeing this shit. We need something to do it. We need to bring it back. We need to bring it back. I don't know how to really go about this yet. But one step at a time. One step at a time. If we can reach just one young upstart, show them the real way to be, show them the core values of being a biker community, whether they have a cut or not. It's just the fact that they're riding brings them into our family. You don't have to have a cut to be in our family. It helps, but you don't need it. The only thing you need being our family is to be able to choose, to enjoy the freedom, to enjoy the open road. Motorcycle is one of the most expensive therapists out in the world, but it's worth it. Out of all my years, I've never seen somebody crying on a motorcycle. Unless they're going to a funeral or home to a nasty partner. I'd see the nasty partner more because, there are some people that are nasty as Pelosi is. She gives a blind man the willy. But with that, I'm going to cut this short. Went on long enough. Hit that like button. Let me know that y'all are here. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know if there's something that's on your head. You gotta shovel what there, sweets. Don't tell me the politicians making babies there and piles of crap everywhere. You lucky bitch. We got extremely cold outside. Right now, we need more of the snow than anything else. Let's see if this works. Wow, looks like it did work. But anyway, I'm out of here for now. I'm going to get me something to eat. I need to take my heart meds. And yes, I'm a proud knucklehead. I will die knucklehead. But with that, everybody knows that at the end of my videos, I always do a couple of things. It don't matter what cut you got on. It don't matter what ride you got on. As long as you got your two wheels on there, the threes, you're golden. You've got our respect here on this page. Don't give up. Mm. We love y'all. The other thing that I always do at the end of my videos is a shout out to all you servicemen out there, to all our vets out there. Our veterans saved more than most realize. Our veterans faced more hell than most will ever realize. Just because they come home from the war, it don't mean it left them. The nightmares, the flashbacks, the hell. The war may have ended for them, but the war didn't stop. But with that, it don't matter what banner you fly under, whether it be Navy, Army, Marine, Air Force, Coast Guard, what have you. Don't matter what colors you fly under. Your hearty shout out, a salute to all you veterans out there and all those that are serving right now. And those that are going through training to serve. We love y'all. Take care. God bless. I might do another live video later on, but right now, this fat boy needs to eat. Because these moves aren't growing any smaller. They need to get healthier. But anyway, we love y'all. Talk to y'all later.